Hello Basara, we need your help once again. In 2024, we asked for your feedback, which shaped what Kiri Kiri Basara became. Now, 2 years later, we need to hear from you again. We need to know what brings you to the site, how you use the site, and what would you like to see in the future. Other topics we cover are Patreon, YouTube, and the latest design update. The survey has 41 questions, but don't worry, it only takes few minutes to complete. The survey will be active for about 2 weeks, and we will discuss the results after that. Now, for the rest of this video, we want to give you a behind-the-scenes look of something we've been working on. We recently rolled out a new design overhaul for the website, and in this video we are going to walk you through some of the changes. The full, in-depth breakdown, including everything we've changed and what we are planning to go forward, is available on our Patreon. The complete video is over 30 minutes long and discusses new design features, our reasons behind it, and checking out some of the backend code. You can access the video in 2 ways, either subscribe for a €1 per month to unlock all our content, or simply purchase this video individually for €3. But before anything else, don't forget the survey. It genuinely helps us to improve Kiri Kiri Basara for everyone. Thank you for your support, and let's get into the design preview. I hope you really like this new design, because I do. I think it's clean, it's sharp, and it's quite refreshing look for Kiri Kiri Basara moving forward. So we started from guides, then moved to Patreon, about, then we did the rest, and then homepage was final, because that was the most difficult page to complete. Then the most difficult thing, at least for me to figure out, was how to do these lists and have it like filter in real time. So this is something that I wanted to do on KKB for a long time, but I just didn't have the knowledge to do so. The way it works, at least from what I understand, it's this PHP and AJAX filtering. So it does the filtering in real time. So this filtering, it's quite simple now that we figure out the way to do it. And here, all we need to do, just a simple filter. So these boxes, these are all of the guides, and they are filtered. So they are sorted out by the release date. So the latest guide is at top, and then you can filter it out, which doesn't make sense for most of the titles, but for example, if you go to Steins Gate, we have 5 guides for Steins Gate, so you can filter it out. So this is a really cool page, and this is all dynamic, so it changes. And at the moment, we will stick with the letters and not the icons, because we need to find a good icons that can be edited. At the moment, the blue sky icon is a bit tricky to do, so for now we are leaving the titles. The most difficult section was articles, and here during the first prototype it worked exactly the same as on the guides page, but here the logic for filtering is a bit more complicated, because there is so many categories. We actually excluded some of the old ones, like the Occultic 9 light novel review series we removed, and we removed also fan showcases, because those are 6 years old. So we don't have them in this top category, but you can actually select multiple categories here. So the way it works, let's say you are looking for Anonymous Code review. Of course you can search it, but you also can select Anonymous Code and review, and it will show you all Anonymous Code, and it will show the Anonymous Code review. Well, for this category there is only one review, but if you did something more complicated like Steins Gate reviews, which there is a multiple of, it will give you all of the reviews that have something to do with Steins Gate, which is pretty cool. If you unclick all categories, it defaults to all categories, which is also nice. And if you select some nonsense, like say non-SciDV and Tokyo, it will just give you no articles match your search. So the way this works is that it looks for articles which have both categories. You can select as many categories as you want, but usually our articles have 2 or 3 categories, except for the Tokyo stuff. And now for the most complicated page, which was home. So there were a lot of changes. Let me also load up the old page here. Since the beginning of this design project, I wanted to shorten the header image, because here it was taking a lot of space. So I believe this is like from here to here, I believe it's 600 pixels, which covers a lot of the page. Then we have all the 6 articles, like the latest ones, which I really liked, and that's why we also have it on the new page like this. The good point I got after the Tokyo project was that if we have a lot of original content, the news articles get pushed, behind all the original content, and some people might not be interested into the original content, they just load the page for news. So that's how this came to be, this filter at the top. So now if you go to the page, and you are here just for the news, you can just click latest news. This is clicked by default, by the way, and you can just see 4 of the latest news. There was also a good suggestion, which we might do, to change the image to the alt image. So this could be put into background, and let me show you how it looks. Let me just change it live. Yeah, so this is only changed like in the preview. So it could be there, and it doesn't look that bad. I would need to like make the text more readable, so maybe the background would be a bit darker. So at the moment it gets a little bit darker, and I can also show you that. So as you can see, there is a dark overlay put over the images, but it's highly likely that we will have image like this, which will be static and not changing, because also I want the homepage look to be like the same for everyone and not be changing, because like you could get a good header, you could get a bad header, but at the time of recording this video, it's the dynamic image. As you can see, these chaos images, they don't look that good. Then this is probably the coolest thing we figured out how to do. So latest videos. So this might look like an article, but if you actually go to the page, it opens up a video. Oh Jesus, it's me. It opens up a video on YouTube. So we actually created a Google Cloud project, connected the YouTube API, and then we are having a PHP scripts that are taking the API and converting it to these cards, which at the moment they are designed the same way as articles. I don't really like it that much, because I mean, they are videos, they are not articles. So we might eventually change the design of it. We added this timestamp, so how long the video is, so you can see. So it's better than having these golden bars here. And yeah, if you click on it, it goes straight to YouTube. This is all dynamic. So yeah, I hope you like this like view really behind the scenes of how everything works and how everything was designed. And let me know in the comments if you like these design changes, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know, because I'm really open to any feedback. And as you saw during my commentary, we still are changing a few things, working on a few things, and figuring out the best way on how to like make this website more approachable for you. And also, if you haven't done already, please fill out the 2026 survey. And also in the survey, we are asking about feedback on the new design. So please, if you haven't done already, fill it out and put your feedback in. It is really helpful for me and for the team, so we can make the website as best as possible and as accessible for you as possible. So thank you for watching. I hope you really like this look, really behind the scenes of how everything works, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!